Hey guys, Electron Man. Well, we're on here working on this Craftsman Kohler 7000 series KT7 1520 horsepower twin cylinder. I did a tune-up on it and it still ain't running right. I'll throw a little video in here and you can hear it. It's got a high-speed miss on one of the cylinders. I even pulled the plug wires on each side to see if I could get it down to one side, and it sounded like it's more on the left side, but obviously when I pull it the cylinder completely drops, but it's just got this high-speed miss. Hey guys, Electron Man. We're back on this Kohler 20 horsepower VT715 twin cylinder that has a cylinder that's cutting out through, and check my valve clearances here. Made sure they were good. A little bit loose, but about 0.02, not enough to really worry about. Did a compression check, 150 on both cylinders, so I know I got good compression, and my valves are opening and shutting correctly. So I figured it was, since it's a single carburetor downdraft, it wouldn't cause it to cut on one cylinder on a carburetor issue. So we're down to coils. So I went ahead and pulled the lid on this this motor, and I guess I can kind of show you. Well, let me just show you this way. Basically, there's two bolts in the back. I had to drop the fuel pump because it's on part of it's connected to that housing. Then you have a bolt here, a bolt here, and a bolt here, and then and you don't have to take the back ones completely out. You just have to loosen them. They're slotted so you can lift the cover out. And of course, this gets you to your coils, which I was looking and I felt like it was the left cylinder. If you notice here, see how I don't know if that would be enough to cause it to have that misfire, but it definitely has lost its seal right there at the coil. I'm suspecting that might be the problem right there. But anyway, it's been a couple days and I ordered some new coils. My replacement coil right here. So we're going to go ahead and replace them both since we're in here. It's really pretty easy to replace a coil on one of these guys. You got two bolts that hold it, and if you notice right here, that is your magnet pickup on your flywheel. And you just need to make sure that you have about 10 thousandths spacing in there between the magnet and that. A little rust on there is not going to hurt a thing. Some guys say it makes a difference. It don't. But so anyway, what we're going to want to do is line that up like that, pull that coil, put a new one on, and space it out so that it has an air gap in between. Obviously, you don't want the coil scraping the magnetic pickup. So I'm trying to figure out how I can mount this camera to where you can kind of see me do this. We'll try right there. It's probably about the best I'm going to be able to do for you. And let me go ahead and get this guy pulled out, and we'll go ahead and put a new coil in here. That's your kill wire right there, which it ought to just come right off. I don't know why it's getting so stubborn. There we go. And we just take the two bolts out here. And here. And this guy lifts right out. Then we'll get one of our new coils here. And the way I do it is I just use a business card. I found that to be about the best way. So the way I will do this is I will take a business card and we'll just put a business card in between that magnet and that flywheel there. It'll actually automatically, because it's magnetic, it'll stick to it. But basically, as you can see, I just put this card in between the magnet and my deal and just set it snug that way, and then we'll go ahead and put our two screws back in here. Probably the hardest part of this job is pulling the cover, and actually on this motor it really wasn't that bad. Get these started back in here. Then we just want to make sure it's setting flush. And then I'll go back with a ratchet to tighten those. That is aluminum. You want to be careful. You don't want to strip anything out. So I'll use a ratchet so that I can feel how tight I have it. But you just need them good and snug, nothing crazy. There we go. And now we should just be able to pull the card out of there. And there's our gap. As you can see, we have a nice gap on that one. Let's go around and do the other side. I don't know if you're getting a good view of that or not. Sorry, I'm trying to get you the best view I can. Oh, we need to put our kill plug back in. Don't put that back on there. When you go to kill it, that cylinder will keep running. Okay. Go around the other side and rinse and repeat. We'll do the same thing. I hope this fixes it. I've kind of, like I said, I've checked the valve clearances. I've checked the compression. I really can't think of anything else it could be. So, pretty confident this will fix it. You'll see pretty quick here. We'd do the same thing, get this coil pulled out. Do that, then we'll go back and hand tighten them with a wrench. Snug them up. Click. There we go. My imitation of a torque wrench. And now we just pull the card out. Make sure we don't have an obstruction. Gap looks good. Now we're just going to put the cover back on, which I think I'll leave the camera rolling on that so you can kind of see how the cover goes back on. Oh wait, I need to put my valve cover back on here. Valve covers, if you notice, it doesn't even have a gasket, they just use sealer. So I will go back and do the same. I actually need to get a rag and clean that up a little bit. Residue. We'll get her cleaned up here. We don't want no oil leaks. I always use the ultra black gasket stuff, silicone gasket maker, whatever you call it. I'll put a link for it, and I'll just run me a nice little bead around this valve cover here. Looks like they use ultra black when they put it on, to be honest. Don't have to get crazy on it, just nice little bead all the way around it. Put your lid back good on your gasket material so it don't dry out on you. I always try to kind of do it like toothpaste and roll it up on the end there. Probably more information than you need. And then we just need to get some, what did I do with my valve cover gasket? These little star type screws on your valve cover, you have to have a torch for those. Be careful not to slide it around once you put it on there. It's kind of tricky on this side. Try not to touch it. And there we go. Put our screws back in here. Tighter than I really wanted. And I'll go back and just I always use a small 1/4 inch drive because I don't want to got too much torque on these guys, and I'm just snugging them. There we go, we're good and sealed up on the valve cover. Now it's time to put the cover back on here and fuel pump back down below that. Get my wires out. Actually, probably wouldn't even hurt for me to go ahead and drop the wires in there. See, on those back two, they're slotted, so I didn't have to take the bolts completely out, which is a good thing because they're the hardest ones. But basically, this just sets on top there. Go ahead and run the spark plug wire through the spark plug wire slot there. Let me check the other side, make sure I got it routed good. Don't have anything obstructing. Cover back on there. It just sets on top like that. Then you got these screws. You have the two side ones here. Make sure I'm slotted on the back one's good. Yeah. And I always like to do these top ones first. This right here. Everyone goes in right here. See it down good. What's that? Okay, got all the bolts tightened. All I gotta let do is put the fuel pump back on here, like so. Three bolts there, two in the back, which, as you can see, those two in the back, tighten those. Put the air filter back on it. The new one, by the way. Put the air cleaner back on it. And put all my tools up. And then we'll come back and give it a start. Well, if I've diagnosed this right, that fixes it. We're getting ready to find out. We're all back together. Fuel pump's back on, valve cover's back on, air filter's back on, cover's back on, coils are mounted. All the wires are connected. We should have a good running motor now, I hope. Well, guys, as you can tell, it runs like a sewing machine now. In fact, I went out and did a little bit of mowing on it. No more misses on the cylinder, no more loss of power. I mean, when it would do that, it would also have a loss of power. But needless to say, a new set of coils fixed the whole issue. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, take a moment, subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, and I'm always welcome to questions if you have any. As always, have a great day. This is the Electron Man.